Hi all. Seems like we're having a little bit of an issue using getting everything imported from SPS or into SPSS. Some people were able to do this in Excel, but I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick step-by-step tutorial on how to do this in SPSS. First off, I apologize for my attire. It's Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. I'm at work doing some other stuff. I'm all chilled out and figured I'd just answer a couple of emails, and I noticed that we've got a couple of issues. So we're just going to go ahead and solve them. It'll take just a few minutes, so I want you to just keep an eye on the screen. I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to start off with Canvas. I'm going to download the file. I'm going to open it up in Excel. I'm going to show you that it exists in Excel. And then from there, I'm going to open up that file in SPSS. And I'm going to give you just a little bit of a tutorial about how to do all that. Okay, I'm going for this in one take, so I may screw it up. Bear with me. Talk to you soon. All right, here we go. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Ha ha ha. Fix that. All right, so we go to our courses. We're in Canvas here, as you can see. 520. That's you guys. And somewhere in here is Files. Loading Files. Assignment 1. All right. 10 different ways to get this thing down here. There, it's downloading for me. You can see it down there in the bottom corner. Now, I'm going to be working on a different screen here sometime, so what you don't see now is me opening and moving this file to a spot that I can access it much easier. I'm going to put it on my desktop. So then it's easier for everybody to know what the heck's going on. I don't think I can drag it over to that side, can I? No, I can't move it over to that. I've got two screens, and I don't think my desktop extends. No, it doesn't, so that's fine. So, my phone's blowing up on me. Boy, it's one of those nights. Alright, okay, so the file is downloaded. So what I'm going to do now is open it in Excel, just so we can see that it works, and we can talk about a couple of things in there. And as this opens, I'll drag everything over to that side of the screen, so you can see what's going on here. Bear with me. Why is it not opening? Excel. Maybe. Weird. For whatever reason, Excel doesn't want to open it. Can't get Excel. File. Open. What the heck's going on with Excel? Bear with me, the things are going to pop around here a little bit. Ooh, there's a document. Okay, there's my Excel. Okay, I don't need that open. I just updated my version of Mac here. Sometimes it doesn't like me when I update things. Excel save changes before the file quit unexpectedly. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to open up Excel. File. Oh, that already happened again. File. Open. Open the file. There's like 100 ways to do this, but there it is. Just want you to see what's going on. Okay, so here we have sample size of 100. That's going to be something that shows up in SPSS when you port it over, but you don't need it. You also don't need all these things, right? Here, this measurement 1, measurement 2, measurement 3. You don't need any of that. You're going to have to manually put it into SPSS. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to SPSS now so you can see what's going on. If you wanted to use Excel, you would highlight the first column here. Okay, and then, oh, I'm sorry, you wouldn't do it that way, but you would do something like equals average, parenthesis, and then you can highlight all that. Okay, so you can go through Excel. There's 1,000 tutorials on that, and that gives you the average there. Of course, you could do the average for the whole thing, like I've asked you to. So let's just get this thing in SPSS though, because that's what really matters. I'm not going to save any differences here. So first, I have to open SPSS. With me as this thing loads. It takes a minute, even though I've got a good machine. It's a beastly piece of software, and keep in mind, since you're using virtual labs, it's going to take you a bit to access all this stuff. It bounces through the internet, does all its wonderful things in ones and zeros, and it makes it a little bit slow, but oh well, that's what we got. We don't have to pay the money for it. Okay, there's a little window that pops up for files when you first open SPSS. Basically, I don't want you to worry about that. All right, just hit OK or cancel or whatever, because I'm not going to go through how to use all that stuff. So you saw I just clicked this little folder up here to open things. Of course, you could use the File, Open option, but we're not going to. I'm just using the quick route here. Let's see. We need, not desktop, I need run sign, I need desktop. Somewhere in here. Oh, okay. So, now, these are all the files on my desktop. The problem is, I don't see the Excel file, right? That's because we need to tell it to look for Excel files. Right now it's looking for SPSS files. Let's look for Excel. Now you see assignment 1, XLS. I'm just going to select it. Open. And it's going to ask me some questions, I hope. And it says, read variable names from the first row of data. We don't have it set up that way, so you're going to have to enter your own variable names. All right, so turn that off. The worksheet is the first one. I'm going to say OK. There's that little funky thing that pops up. That's that output editor. It tells us what just happened. It always pops up. And there's the file. Notice we have that n equals 100, measurement 1, measurement 2, measurement 3, blah, blah, blah. We don't want any of that stuff. Okay? Delete those. So what I did, just delete. Right click, clear. It's gone. So all you have is this stuff. And notice you got V1, V2, V3. We want to change that to something meaningful. So across the top here, our data's fine. Okay, it's all there. You can see everything's there. We got sample size of 100, so we're good. So then we're going to go down to variable view. And we're going to go measurement 1. Oop, this is a little tricky. It used to be easier. Measure 1. You can't have spaces, so that's why I just ran them all together there. Measure 2, ignore that, that was me being dumb. Now, you know, normally I would have something intelligent to say here, but this is pretty much brainless work. Hey, that's awesome. So yeah, it does have an illegal character. No spaces, no funky characters, letters and numbers only. Okay? Now, see right here it says type. It's all strings. We don't want strings. We want numbers, folks. So, click in there and choose numeric. Okay. Do it again really slowly. Ready? We are going to click in there. Sorry, I just had to mess with you a little bit. Numeric. Just do that for the whole thing. Because we have all numbers here, we're also going to change a couple other things because this thing's set up as nominal. We don't like that. Yeah. SPSS is quite powerful. It's also cumbersome. It's because it's powerful that it's cumbersome. There's a million things that you have to do to get your data set up right. How many of you are actually going to use the SPSS in the real world? I don't know. It really depends on what your jobs are going to be. If you're doing program evaluation, you're probably going to use it. Right? If you're not, you're probably not. So I'm not going to ask you to do too much in SPSS. There's lots of great books out there to learn how to use it. If you want to know more about it, just let me know. I'll set you up. It's also one that's really good. It ties in all the statistical procedures with it. It's like awesome. So now, measurement. This column over here, we need to change those to scale. Because these are actual scales. They're not nominal. Which nominal is like eye color, you know, that sort of thing. Something that's mutually exclusive categories. We have a real number here, so we're going to use scale. Because remember, these are grades. Right? We're done. That's it. Now, data view. Look. Measurement 1, measurement 2, measurement 3, measurement 4. Right? So remember I said in class that these labels up here, these variable labels, when you view them in variable view, they're no longer horizontal, they're vertical. So go back there, they all are right there. Okay. This is all the information you may want to know about it. Generally speaking, with this stuff, that's it. You don't need anything else with this for this assignment. Data view. Okay, now we can do all sorts of stuff, but interestingly enough, I don't have the screen set up properly here. I wonder if I can do that. We can. I'm going to pause this for just a second, switch screens, I'll be right back. I'm back, but I didn't do what I wanted it to do. I'm going to stop recording. Okay. Anyway, up top, you will see, you can't see it on mine because I'm going to be working on a different screen here. I think. Insert variable, split file. Go to case. Recently used dialogues. Yep. Up top, you can't see it on mine because again I'm recording on one screen and I've got the desktop is actually working on the other screen. So I apologize, but that's just the way it's set up right now. You're going to go to Analyze. You choose Descriptive Statistics, and you can do frequencies and or descriptives. In fact, we probably want to run both just to see what sort of output it gives. Remember what we wanted mean and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do frequencies first. I'm going to select all the measurements. Okay. And you'll see what that means when you can see right there that I had. There's all the measurements. This is going to give you your individual measurements instead of your aggregates. Right? So there we go. We go statistics. Mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance. Pretty straightforward, right? Continue. Okay. Wham! There they are. That's all your individuals, right? And it doesn't show you everything. Because remember I said you have to do the aggregates as well. The aggregates are going to be a little trickier. Here's a quick way to do it. Go back to here, create another variable. Aggregate. Data view. Now we created that one. We're just going to start stacking stuff on top of itself. Nope. Let's see if we can do this here. Right. Select all those. You use 100 of them to select. Okay. I'm just going to copy. Go over here and paste. And we're going to copy the next ones. You're getting the idea here, right? I wonder, I'm going to test something. We can just basically want to stack all these, so I'm going to just try and do this. See if it'll stack them like that. Alright, it's probably going to just put them all over here, and that's not what we want. I have an email. It's chewing on it. I made it do something rather big. It's probably didn't like me. Yep, it did exactly what I didn't want it to do, so we're just going to undo that. Okay. So we'll just do column 2. Copy. And just start stacking these little buggers. Paste. Take some. And this is running natively on my machine. You're going to repeat that. Damn, I copied the wrong thing again. Undo. I love it when I screw up. Huh? Alright, let's try one more time. We'll call it quits. Right. Copy. Down here. Paste. There we go. Do that again for column 3, column 4, column 5, column 10. There's probably a quicker way to do this. If you learn it, let me know. Paste. You're going to do that all the way through. Then you're going to go back and do that analyze descriptive statistics frequencies. And instead of doing all these measures, here, measure 1 through 10, we're just going to focus on aggregate, right? And we're going to do statistics, we're going to do all the same stuff, and then we're going to hit continue. It's going to give us the same outputs as we did before, as you can see, but it's just this time it's just the aggregate. Then we're also going to be able to do the histograms in the same way, and do one for each column, and one for the aggregate column. So that's that. I will see you soon. Hit me up on email if you have any questions. Take care.